Hello to Studio 8. How are you both doing today?
Oh, really good. Thanks, Ruben.
Hi, Ruben. We're doing well.
Over here in Australia.
Thank you for letting me chat to you both today. So, can you tell me roughly how does Studio 8 get their duo name?
Well, we thought a lot about the name, and it's sort of a bit of a nod to Studio B in Nashville. And also the eight's a little bit like infinity. And the reason we've got the word studio in it as well is we're not just performers, we write a lot of songs.
We do.
So probably the songwriting is our main thing. We'd love some other people to do our songs sometime too, but we perform them a lot. You know, so a lot of the shows we do, it's just all our own songs.
Yeah, and I think too, we have, I mean, it's a bit grandiose to call it a studio, but we've got like a little cabin in the backyard. We call it a studio. It's not a recording studio. It's the size of a little cabin where we go to rehearse and to write songs too.
And we found out today we're sharing it with a rather large blue-tongued lizard.
Do you know what blue-tongued lizards are?
I'm guessing it's some kind of lizard, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, it's about half the size, maybe half a meter.
Yeah.
And quite fat. Some people, when they first see them, they think they're a type of snake, but they're not. They actually will eat snakes. They also eat snails, which is really good.
But as per their name, they've got this bright blue tongue that's like it's really like iridescent blue. So.
It is. And we've probably, on the block we're on, we've probably got about half a dozen blue-tongued lizards.
They're harmless.
They are. Yeah.
So I might be wrong, but is Studio 8 a couple?
Yes, we live together. We're actually married. We write together, we perform.
Yep.
You know, it's a wonder we're still together. We're always together.
So that must be quite good, being married and being go out on the road together.
Oh, it is. Well, one of the things about it is it's really convenient because if it's other band members, it's difficult to know who's available when.
Yeah.
And so we're both available when the other one's available.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's great. We travel around, do gigs. We've got a little camper van that we take with us as well. And we do gigs and we enjoy ourselves looking at the country as well while we're doing it. Yeah.
Yes, I suppose it helps with the logistics. It makes it so much easier, you know, to organise gigs. And then when we want to do songwriting, we can just do it anytime we want, really. You know, we have other commitments too, but just makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. Now, your viewers would probably be interested in one spot where we did a gig recently called Forsyth, and it's in the outback, so right out in the outback. And we stayed in a caravan park. When we went to go to the toilet block, there's a sign on the toilet block saying, "Please do not disturb the snakes in the toilet block." Was it brown tiger snakes? And they had names. What were the names?
Oh yeah. I'm just trying to think what the names were.
They had names anyway.
They did.
And the sign went on to explain that they won't harm you if you just leave them alone. So we left them alone.
One was a tree tiger snake and one was a brown tree snake. And they're only a little bit venomous, the sign said. So that's Australia. You just don't know.
So in the middle of the night, when Michelle wanted to go to the toilet block, she said, "You're going to have to go in first with a torch and search it for snakes."
Yeah. Yeah, because you're not allowed to touch them. You know, if they're climbing in over the cubicle and hanging from the rafters, you know.
Yes, it could be worse. It could be crocodiles and that kind of thing.
We stay clear of them.
Yeah, we've seen a few of them around too.
Alligators, yeah. Do you get alligators out there?
No, just crocodiles. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit, I think over in the States and South America, they get alligators. We get crocodiles. Yeah.
Quite big, aren't they, crocodiles? So we must chat about the logistics side a bit later on towards the end of this interview. So you said you've got the studio, you do your... Do you record in your studio or do you go to a normal studio out in Australia?
We go to a proper studio. So for the last 2 years, we've been going to It's called the Damien Gerard Studio in just north of Sydney, a place called Gosford. And we also have a producer. Our producer's name's Simon Johnson, and
The Hillbilly Hut for the vocals.
the Hillbilly Hut for the vocals. And we do have some session musicians as well. Prior to that, our first album, Into the New,
Studio8, yeah.
yeah, that was at a Sydney recording studio. So yeah, they've all been at recording studios. Yeah.
So what's that experience like going to, I guess, a proper recording studio?
It is so much fun. It's just the best fun. You don't think it's as much fun as what?
I find it really stressful.
I love it.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work. You get there
yeah.
at about 9 o'clock, and then everyone's usually a bit late. But once they start, they don't stop for lunch, coffee, anything. They just go till we're finished. And if we're recording like 5 songs or whatever,
We usually do.
we usually do, in a day. And so we've got this little thing we do that we bake some Anzac biscuits. You know, Anzac biscuits like an Australian biscuit. We bake them ourselves at home and take a batch along to keep them sustained while everyone's working. So
Because nobody stops to eat.
no, it's really quite funny.
We just drink water.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not good to drink coffee when you're singing. It's not great for your voice. So
Yeah.
which is a bit sad, but anyway.
Yeah.
So can you tell me more about your debut single called Red Dirt Rodeo?
Yes.
Yeah, so we recorded that one in Sydney at A Sharp Studios, and it's still getting played a lot on the on Spotify and the streaming networks, especially in Scandinavia. It's quite popular in Scandinavia. Yeah, and it's so you better tell them about writing it.
Oh, okay. Well, originally, on one of our outback trips, I said to Luke, I want to write a song when we get back called Red Dirt Roadhouse. We got back and started doing some songwriting, and it just wasn't working. We tried with some lyrics and even the music. It just didn't inspire us. And a week later, I just woke up really early and I shook Luke and I said, it's not Red Dirt Roadhouse, it's Red Dirt Rodeo. And he said, what? I said, yeah, I know it is. I got, all these ideas. And so that day we did. Yeah. We wrote the song.
She does that a lot in the middle of the night. Says, are you awake? And I'll usually say, I am now. And then it'll be something about a song. She's got a little pad next to the bed and she writes stuff down.
I do. Because you forget in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a mobile phone handy, write them down, otherwise you forget, like you said. So, can you tell me more about your debut album? What was that like to record your very first debut album, Into the New?
Yeah, that was fantastic. So a lot of the songs on that are drawn from our trips around Australia because we've travelled around a fair bit. And it was really special to us recording that one.
It was. And on that one, Luke played guitar and I played piano, whereas on the more recent...
We use session musos a lot
now. Like this year, our producer won't let us play instruments because he likes to work with his own musicians, but we do the vocals. But with that first album, the person we had who was we're kind of like a joint producer, Nick and we just kind of, it was very... casual, but...
Yeah, it was. So we were recording that. We were there for a week.
We were.
So it took a lot longer with us playing all the instruments because we're not like full-time session musicians. So it takes longer. But we're really happy with the sound. And
we were.
And like that debut single, Red Dirt Rodeo, that's still going strong and it's a couple of years later. So pretty happy.
and the other 2 singles have done pretty well. Not as well as Red Dirt Rodeo, but... no, the album's done pretty well. And then the singles this year, I think some of them may, within a couple of years or maybe sooner, go past Red Dirt Rodeo. Yeah.
So have you always been a country duo?
No, we used to have other jobs. So
and musically,
musically, we've always written songs. So we didn't work full time at it for a while. And so we started working full-time on the music about
4 years ago.
Yeah.
But when we the first song we ever wrote was like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And the songs we were writing back then were probably a couple of them, they were a little bit country, but a little bit more folk.
Yeah.
And then we had other jobs in between. We had 2 kids. And then once they grew up, and then, we always had the idea of going back to music. We just needed to be a little bit more financially sustainable to do it, because you do have to invest money in the recording and everything. You got to have some money behind you. So that's what we did.
Yeah, and it's been
waited until we could afford it. And meanwhile, we were writing songs, and then we moved more to country.
Yeah.
Because in Australia, the centre of country music is Tamworth. And we've played the last 4 years at the Tamworth Country Music Festival. And we're really happy now in the genre, because we've
really settled into it, and it probably suits the sort of travel we do. Like, we go out into the outback, which is the country, a fair, like a couple of times a year. One of our trips was 4 months. We lived in our little van for 4 months, drove right across Australia, right up the West Coast. So we spend a lot of time out there, and it just sort of gets into your blood.
Well, where do you get your inspiration, songwriting inspiration?
Oh, it comes from various places. Sometimes it's a little hook. Just to give you an idea, on one of our recent trips, because we've written 8 songs just in the past probably 3 months. And just on the last trip we got back in late June, we went past a sign that said Tomcat Creek. Now my head exploded, and I wrote it down, but I said the song's going to be called Down in Tomcat Creek, and it's spooky, and it's very moody. It's a little bit bluesy. So, things like that. And like with Red Dirt Rodeo, that was really with the Outback.
Yeah.
And we have been to a rodeo, and also country shows in Australia have a lot of rodeo in them anyway.
And then there's 2 Lonely Cowboys and a half-done bottle of rum. So that's the single we put out a little while ago.
Yes.
So we were at our son's place, and he was making his cocktails. You're probably thinking they don't look old enough to have a son who can make cocktails, but they do. Anyway, he loves to stir us up about the country music, and he walked towards us with these 2 cocktails, and he just went, "Oh, look at that. 2 lonely cowboys and a half-done bottle of rum." And Michelle brain exploded, and she wrote it down and recorded it in her phone. And
what did you say? I can't believe that. I love that. We're going to write a song called that. Do you know what? He didn't believe us. He did not believe us. And it was the hardest song we've ever written.
And he's not a big country music fan.
No, he's
we
not.
get the last laugh because we've published the song and we've listed him as one of the songwriters.
Yeah.
So now he's a country music songwriter.
Yes. And then some of the inspiration, Luke will come up with little riffs. So it might just be just a very short chord progression.
Yeah, and a bit of a melody or
a little bit of melody. So sometimes it's the lyrics, sometimes it's a little riff. Sometimes it's an idea and we don't even have the hook or the exact lyrics, but we've got an idea for a song.
And often it's nonsense words too. It's like a melody, but the words are just, you just got to get the melody out. So you've got to say something. So you might talk about, tomatoes and mowing the lawn or whatever. You just put nonsense words in there to make the melody. Yeah.
But the last few songs, last half dozen, some of them I've written as complete raps.
Yeah.
They're just, everything's there. The verses, the chorus, the bridge, everything. Yeah. But that's unusual. It's not normally like that. But sometimes when you get the inspiration, you've just got to go with it and just let it all come out. Yeah.
So, can you tell me more about your latest single called Think I'm in Love?
Yes.
So where that song came from, Michelle was sitting down writing a song, and she said, "Oh, come and have a look at these lyrics I've got." And I looked at it and I read, "It's been itching in my fingers, it's been brewing in my mind, it's been scratching at my window, it's been screaming down the line." I said, Michelle, that's got to be a song by itself. That's not the one you're working on. So let's just take that and park it. And in fact, let's get the guitar, and so that's where that song came from. And then
It did.
that was one
Two
we
songs.
sort of got excited and just spent the day on it, and it just
Yeah.
was the song at the end of the day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably only took a couple of
Yeah.
hours.
And it's a little bit in the style of Elvis too. We quite like Elvis songs, and
Yeah.
he was, like obviously an icon of music, and it's a bit of a tilt to him as well. Yeah.
So, Ruben, do you like Elvis songs?
Yes, I don't mind doing a bit of a karaoke, doing a bit of Elvis singing.
Yeah.
Because some people don't often like. Well, we at gigs we mostly perform our original songs now, but in the past we have done covers, and we love playing Elvis songs, but we don't tend to do it anymore. And when we'd ask the audience, "Oh, who out there likes Elvis? Who's an Elvis fan?" Unless we were out in the country, it'd be no one. But further out in the country we got, there'd be more people.
So when we're putting our set list together for gigs, if it's in the city, we take the Elvis songs out. And then if it's sort of going out west, we go, okay, let's put not a whole lot, like we know a lot of Elvis songs, but we just put, 3 songs in, unless it's a gig where we're just doing totally original, which we love doing. Yeah.
And we've written a song about Elvis. So that's the song called
You Got the Moves.
You Got the Moves. Yeah. And we wrote it after seeing the Elvis movie. Baz Luhrmann's Elvis movie that came out a few years back. Yeah.
That's good to hear. So, what's it like being independent artists for you both?
Well, I'd say it's great fun, but it's actually really hard work as well. So when we say we work on it full time, it's not just the gigs, it's like all the social media stuff and the business side of it during the day, the songwriting. We rehearse every day. We keep promising ourselves we'll have one day a week when we don't, but we hardly ever do. We usually do singing exercises every day and practice our instruments independently every day. So kind of driven, aren't we?
We are. So it's a full, I think too, because we planned when to quit our jobs. So we were going to take the music seriously. So we do. So
we're really we're in it for the long haul. We've got a business plan we've put together where we'll be releasing singles and albums and whatnot, but releasing singles at about 10-week intervals.
Oh, yes. No. It's 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
Over the next 4 to 5 years. And we've actually already recorded all of next year's releases. So that's there's going to be 3 singles, an album, which will have a total of 10 songs on. That includes the singles that were released this year, but 3 new ones next year. And then after that, there's going to be, in the later part of next year, 3 more singles, and then another single, I think it's around January, and an EP, because there's going to be 5 songs on this EP. We went to the United States and visited Nashville, Memphis, New York, LA last year. And we came back and wrote 5 songs about those places. And so they're recorded as well.
Ruben, you asked earlier where the inspiration comes from, and there was a ton of it really swamped Michelle. In fact, at one stage, we were on a bus going from Nashville to Memphis, and Michelle came up with the chorus of the song, and we sung it into the phone, and now it's a song
called Greyhound Bus to Memphis, and it's probably not a good idea to catch a Greyhound bus from Nashville to Memphis, but anyway, the good thing about it was we wrote this song that'll come out maybe in about a year's time. Yeah.
So, how did you come across RTC Records and Rock This Country, Nadia Drayton?
What was that about Rock This Country?
How did you come about knowing Nadia Drayton?
We actually, after we recorded the album Into the New, we thought, what are we going to, how are we going to put it out? Because we're pretty new to the industry, to that side of it. And we just Googled and looked at what people were doing, and her name came up over and over again. And we thought, well, this person looks pretty good.
We did contact a few.
Yeah.
We contacted a few, and that was a good match. And we're really happy with Nadia.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, really
she's
good.
really good.
So have you got any upcoming gigs in November that you want to promote?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
4 gigs.
Yeah.
The first one, the closest town to where we live is called Bowral, Bowral, and we've played at this venue before, where it's in a courtyard where there's a gin tasting place, and there's all these little eateries. It's a great venue, and anyway, it's called the Mill Barrel.
And if you think you've heard of Barrel before, it's because Don Bradman used to live here.
Famous cricketer.
Yeah. Anyway,
So we're back there. So we've played there maybe 10 times,
yeah,
or at least.
Long time. Yeah.
And then after that, we're going out west. There's a town called Temora, which is
get some of those Elvis songs out.
Yeah, we will. And it's famous for an aviation museum out there. But anyway, hopefully it'll be famous because we're playing there. And then where are we?
We're going to Echuca.
Yeah. Down on the Murray River, the biggest river in Australia, the Murray River. And we're playing at a town on the river called Echuca. Gorgeous town, really lovely river town with a lot of history. And then at the end of the month, we're in Sydney at a festival.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the Festival of Balmain, which is really almost in the heart of the city. Yeah.
Australia sounds a very great place to visit. So I must get my passport sorted out and come over for a visit sometime.
You should.
Yeah. Give us a hoy if you come over.
Yes.
Yeah, come and find Studio8. Yes. So how about something about doing gigs? How about coming to the UK? Because it's getting very popular for country music now.
Oh, we'd love to. And we do actually have friends there in the UK who used to be neighbours here. So we have stayed with them over there. And no, we'd love to do that.
Yeah.
I think once we get more music out, and
if anyone wants to invite us over there, but we'd jump at it if we were able to organise a few gigs over there. We'd probably only need like half a dozen or so. We'd do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
because we have got a bit of following in the UK. We do, don't we? With all the songs, say in the top 5 countries on Spotify, UK with all the songs. Yeah,
there's quite a few rodeo places around the UK for you to go and play at.
Okay. Oh, that sounds
good. Well, we've got the hats for it.
Yeah.
We certainly have. So finally, can you tell my listeners where can they find out Studio8 on your social media?
Social media, Instagram, that's probably our main one. The handle is Studio8 Music 2, the number 2, Studio8 Music 2, and that's the same handle on Facebook. We're on YouTube. That's the same, Studio8 Music 2
on YouTube. Yeah,
and we've got
Instagram, Facebook,
YouTube, and then we've got a website, and that's studio8music.com.
And if your listeners like us, if they could follow us on Spotify, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, we love that. And we've got our next single comes out on the 6th of November, and it's a Christmas song called Saddle Up Santa.
Oh, that's
some people are worried about that, but we actually got Santa's permission, so that's all good.
Because we give him a little bit of a cowboy makeover, not much, just a little bit. Because we think he's looking a little bit staid.
I'll definitely play that on my Christmas show that I'm going to do. So thank you both to letting me interview you both today.
Thank you, Ruben.
Thank you, Ruben. And we've enjoyed it. It's been fantastic.
And we'd love it if you included our new single on your Christmas show. 6th of November, Saddle Up Santa.
I will certainly do that. So enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Ruben.
Have a good day, bro.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.